Hello my friends and welcome back to another video where today we have some big breaking news surrounding the Amazon show and in fact Howard Shaw. I know for so long now people are asking, is Howard Shaw on the show? Have Amazon contacted him? Would he even be interested? Well, this has all be answered in today's video as he's actually done an interview with The Observer and he was asked a question about Lord of the Rings on Prime, and the question is here. And he was asked, quote, "Have you been contacted about scoring Lord of the Rings on Prime? If not, would you consider it if it was offered to you?" And he replied with some positive and negative news and said, quote, "I haven't talked to the production about it," that's presumably the show, "so I haven't been following it, but I would consider it." So there is some positive and negative news, as I said earlier. So he has not been contacted about the show. That means he's not currently working on the show. Amazon haven't talked to him about it. So at this moment of time, he's not involved. And you can worry a bit if you can, because it is quite strange because they are midway through filming season 1. And if they don't have the person doing the score on board, then that might be a bit worrying. But they probably do, and it's probably someone else. But there is still a chance that he just maybe not be contacted yet, and they will do the scoring later on in the year, this year. So he may be contacted then, or he just might come on a consulting basis and maybe help with some themes for the main composer. But the main thing here is that he is currently not on the show or working on the show, but he would be interested if asked by Amazon. Even quote, he would consider it, which is positive in the end, because he would probably most likely take up the role. But if you're optimist or pessimist, this is good news because he would be interested in doing the show. As we all know, Howard Shaw's themes in the movies, in my opinion, probably one of the top 2 best things about the movies. Even when I speak to people who are pure Tolkien lovers and love the books more than the movies, don't think the movies are great, the one thing they always say is that the score was brilliant and Howard Shaw smashed it out of the park, and he truly did. So it'd be amazing, because I'm on the side that I don't really want continuity with the movies, but it looks like there will be. So the number one thing, if you want continuity, is have Howard Shaw on board. And some people might be open to having a bit of a different theme, have someone new, have their new interpretation on Middle-earth, and that probably is the case now, as he is not currently involved as of right now. And there could be the small potential that he just been not allowed to release that he's on the show right now, so he might be on the show right now, but he can't say about it publicly or talk about it publicly, so he's lied here. But that really doesn't sound like the case, because he would have probably not let that question be asked or probably moved out. So I know that for the other more optimists, that could be the case, that he could be working on the show right now, and he just said this so he doesn't mess around with NDAs or something. But I think that's not the case, unfortunately. So there has been some rumours floating around, and I believe the original source was Torn, and saying that he has already been contacted for the show, but from here it does seem like that is not the case and those rumours are not true. But depends how you guys want to take this news, because for some people right now, they see this video, they'll be like, this is heartbreaking news. Some people will be maybe a bit angry with Amazon. Some people will be happy that maybe we'll be seeing a new interpretation of the score of Middle-earth. So it depends with which way you take it. And there's still the chance that he still could potentially be on board with the show, and maybe his NDA made him say this, or he has not been contacted yet and the scoring might be done later. But in my opinion, I believe they have someone already on board for scoring right now, and maybe Howard Shaw could come on in the future to do some consulting and looking over it. But I don't think he will, unlike most people have probably thought now, he won't be the main person doing the score for the Lord of the Rings on Prime. So please leave your opinions in the comments below about this big breaking news surrounding the show and Howard Shaw being interested in working on the show but not currently involved at all, or even being contacted by Amazon, which is quite strange. But thank you guys for watching, I really appreciate it. Please like and subscribe. Until the next video, my friends, goodbye.